Hey, what's up, everybody? Good evening. Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of According to Sacha Podcast. This is our conversation series, and you know what we do? We come and we sit and chat with other professionals to talk about what they got going on in their lives and their business and more. And I have a special guest with us tonight. Her name is Erica Jefferson, and she is the owner of Snatching Bodies Beauty Bar. I had to make sure I say that slow because if I didn't, it would be like all over the place. But it is Snatching Bodies Beauty Bar, and she'll be talking about her business and some other things that she's doing. And I'm so excited to be able to talk to her. But first, before we get into all of that, you know what we got to do, right? We have to go over all these things that I usually talk about. I know it's been a while. I haven't been with you in a little bit, and thank you for your patience. I know you miss me. I miss you guys too. So, but yeah. So make sure that you like, follow, and share. Like, follow, and share all of our platforms, including we're on LinkedIn now. So, hey, LinkedIn folks, how you doing? Like, follow, and share. Like, follow, and share all of our platforms, even when you're listening on Spotify, iHeart, Amazon, all the streaming audio platforms. Make sure you like, follow, and share, because what you do for us helps all the business owners that come onto our show. And so we want to expand their reach, we want to expand their target audience, and we want to get the word out about what they are doing just as much as what this show is all about. So I want to thank you for everything that you've done so far, all the support. Thank you for your support for my book signing. Those that came out for my book signing event, thank you so much. To my family that's been supporting, I love you guys. Thank you. For everybody who's just been supportive as a whole, I really appreciate you all. Hello. Hey, Gabe. How are you? We got people coming in from LinkedIn. Thank you for tuning in. And so thank you so much. And let me see, what else I have going on? I think that's it. So let me go ahead and just jump into this show, and I'll be right back after I word from my sponsor.
Hello, my name is Erica Jefferson, and I am the owner of Snatching Bodies Beauty Bar, located here in Hampton, Virginia, where we offer facials, vajacials, sugar waxing, hard wax, and intimate bleaching, and much more. We also offer all natural and organic body care products, as well as always accepting new clients. Come check us out. The holidays are approaching, and we hope to see you soon.
Entrepreneurship, small business, is something that everybody would love to do, making their own money. And this is what we will be talking about on According to Sacha. Hey, everybody, we're back. And we have our special guest with us, Erica Jefferson, owner of Snatching Bodies Beauty Bar. And it's located here in Hampton. If you're in the area, I want you to drop by, set up your appointments, and get all your body care needs done by her. So, Erica, thank you so much for being on the show. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
You're so welcome. So now I have this one question I ask everybody on this show. I hope you're ready for it.
I'm nervous now.
You're nervous? But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay to be nervous, but it's not going to be a hard question. So tell me, who is Erica Jefferson?
Erica Jefferson, I would say, is a loving, caring person that likes to be a blessing to others, that likes to help others. She's just her. Like, it's like what you see is what you get. I'm not trying to be nobody else. I'm not trying to pretend to be something I'm not. I'm trying to be me. I'm in that element of like I'm evolving. So it's like you accept me for me, or you don't gotta be around me. And I'm okay with that. As long as you cool with it, I'm cool with it. So Erica's just that fun, loving, like to have a good time, turn up at times. Person. I love a good turn up now. But that's me. Like, in other words, my clients will say I'm the coochie slayer, and they, in their terms, what they like to call me. But outside of that, that's me. I'm I'm me. Like I'm literally what you see is what you get. And I want people to respect me for who I am, not who I'm trying to be, or just even where I'm going in life or what I can offer people. Because I can definitely offer a lot to people, but I need you to fall in love with me because I fall in love with people. I don't fall in love with who you pretend to be or who you're trying to be. Is who you are currently, like right now in your life. And that's just how I gravitate to people.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. You know, and that means a lot because when people can gravitate to the realness of who people are, you know, it dismisses those opportunities for, you know, people to be fake, or, you know, you get the realness at all times. And that's really good, especially when you're working in entrepreneurship and in business, because people have to trust you.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're able to be that real self, and there is just, I mean, you are who you are, and you're going to allow that highest version of yourself to come out, and people will say, okay, yeah, I can trust her and everything. And that's a good place to be. So I want to jump in real quick because you said what you said, and I want to clarify some things so people will understand exactly what you do and, and how important it is to us women for self-care. So go ahead and drop it. What do you actually do? Who are you as far as in your business?
So I am Miss Glow Queen Sugarista. That's my AKA name. But
Uh-huh.
I do sugar waxing. So sugaring is another form of waxing, more in a healthier and organic way. The crazy thing is when I got into waxing, I did not think that this would be my life. I ain't gonna hold you. um, I'm not gonna hold you. I actually used to do hair. I used to do makeup before I got into waxing.
Okay.
Waxing literally overtook to the point I couldn't even take no more hair or makeup clients. Like I was doing it that good and I was doing it that well. And there's not a lot of sugarists out here. You know, everybody knows about hard wax, soft wax. Um, well, now the next thing is threading. They can have that though. I don't want it.
Uh-huh.
But outside of that, like I found a niche where it's starting to become in high demand, but there's not a lot of people for it. And I just try to tell people like I'm very a strong believer in do what you love to do. Like a lot of times what we do, we want to fall in these lines of Sousa because we look at social media, we look at what people got or persona, but you don't know what that person had to go through to get to where they're at.
Mhm.
And a lot of times you got a lot of people in careers, they're unhappy. They don't even want to be in the careers that they're in or the things that they're in because they're forced. And
Yeah.
I tell people like, because I got clients all the time, they be like, well, you can do hard wax. I could, but I'm not. Like I can do a lot of things, but I'm not because I've realized like if it's not gonna make me happy, I don't care about the money
Hmm.
because I just honestly don't. My biggest thing is I want to do something that's gonna make me happy, that I'm be passionate about, but more than anything, like what I love to do, and I love talking to people. Like I love waxing, but that's not honestly why I love what I do. I love what I do because I'm passionate about people. Like I'm passionate about, you know, having women understand the power of self care, the power of self worth, because a lot of us, especially as women, we go through a lot. We
Yeah.
don't have outlets. We don't have, you know, you might got a man or you might got family and stuff, but some people feel like, you know what, I can't talk to them or
Hmm.
I can't lay everything out on the table. And for me, it's like when you're in that setting with me, it's an intimate setting. So baby, we need to talk. Like, I don't care if it's just giggles and laugh or it's serious. I don't care, but it's just awkward to not talk to nobody. You sitting on my table, legs spread wide open, and we're not gonna talk. Yeah, that's just not gonna work for me. So,
Right.
you know, I mean, that's just the honest truth. But for some women, I'm their outlet. Like I've
Mm.
had clients literally tell me, like, girl, you know all my business and don't none of my family even know this. And I'm like, dang, for real? And they like, yeah, you like the home girl. And if I
Hmm.
could be that outlet, and I could be your homegirl for that 30 minutes or an hour you on my table and you need to vent, like shoot, even if you need to cry it out, do that. I didn't have that. I didn't have people really sit. They're going through mental health issues. They're going through problems at home. You know, the kids acting up. Ain't nothing going right. You know, they don't know what to do. And it's like for me, why not be that outlet?
Yeah.
Why not if that one little moment can change your day, can change even your life. Like even if it's one nugget I give you and it's something so small, but you ain't never thought about it.
Right.
Why wouldn't I?
Yeah, that's awesome. And it's like, because you're giving them an experience as well. It's not just, they're coming in and getting the facials, or what you call it, the vajacials and
Yeah.
everything. It's not just that, but when you can create that atmosphere of being comfortable. And
Yeah.
like they say, they call you the homegirl, but you creating an atmosphere of just being comfortable in a very comfortable space, and they know they're safe in that space. And that experience for your customers is really, helps them to bring more people to you.
Mhm.
They're a forever client. They're always going to come back. And it helps your business to grow, but it's growing not just based on profitability, but it's
Yeah.
growing because of impact. And I think a lot of people miss that part when they're impacting people and you're impacting your community as well. So I love that. So how long have you actually been in business, and how did you get started?
Well, I've been in business since June of 2020. Um, funny. Uh, I've actually been waxing though for it's been about 3.5 years. I started April 15th of 2019.
Mm-hmm.
When I was working for somebody, and I'm a firm believer. If you are in the beauty industry and you starting out, y'all do not spend all y'all money. Go work for somebody. Stay down for a year to 3 years. Learn the business. If you want your own business, learn the business.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I tell y'all, and mind you, my mom is a hairstylist for over 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm teaching her the game on certain stuff. But a lot of stuff I grew up with, I already knew because it was like, okay, well, my mama did this. Or mom, what you think about this? So it was like easier for me. But I basically did that for a year. When the pandemic happened, everything, shut down
Mm-hmm.
completely. Crazy thing is I was looking for a suite. That's what it started with.
Uh-huh.
My mind was like, y'all gonna give me this little tenant space for almost $1,000. Barely can do anything in this room. Granted, I can make some money, but my brain goes beyond right here. Like I tell
Mm-hmm.
people, the way you always got to think, what do you want to do in the next year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years? Like that. That's how you have to think. So that's where my mind was at. So I'm like, granted, yeah, this can be a start, but no. So I started looking for buildings. Literally, I'm looking online, I'm riding by, I'm, doing everything. I ran across my place. Funny thing, I was actually looking for another building in the same area that was online and end up running into the place by getting lost. So I'm like, okay, well, shoot, I'm gonna call. What's the worst they can say? No. Like, that's the worst. So I called the guy. We ended up meeting, and it instantly was a connection. Like,
Mm-hmm.
very friendly, very polite, did what he had to do. And literally, the amount, it just made sense. I'm like, I can put a little bit extra and I can get way more,
Mm-hmm.
and if I can turn it into whatever I want, like if I want to do waxing, cool. If I want to add on, facials, if I want to add on even somebody else that does hard work, like if I want to do that, I'm able to do that. So then basically the whole time we was in the pandemic, everything was shut down. I was on go mode, waking up at 5, 6 in the morning, not going to bed till 2, 3, and this was going on for weeks to make sure that the shop was getting together. So it took me about 4 to 5 weeks of consistent. Like it was no breaks, no
Mm-hmm.
breaks. But I knew that God had me. I was working for Walmart distribution. I was working there from Tuesday to Friday. I actually left there too. I had when I took a I say I'm taking a leave of absence. We're gonna figure this out, but I'm gonna take a leave of absence. And that's
Uh-huh.
what I did. And during the time I was just like, yeah, I ain't going back. I had literally an epiphany, and it was crazy how, and it was God talking to me, and I kept saying, "I'm gonna go back, and I'm gonna get this building, right?"
Mm-hmm.
But the fear with a lot that holds a lot of us back, the fear
Mm-hmm.
of, Lord, I don't know if I'm ready to jump out there just like that. Like at that point, we had to have a one-on-one conversation because me and God, I was like, God, I don't know if I'm ready, but it was like I just kept hearing, I got you. Like, don't
Mm-hmm.
worry about it. Like, I got you. So I just decided I was like, I'm not going back to Walmart. I ain't putting in a 2 weeks notice. I basically put a leave at, I'm leaving for good after. And I just went from there. I literally just took off from there, to be honest.
Wow, that's amazing because sometimes some people they get stuck in that place, of okay, am I going to do this or I'm not, or I could just take baby steps when they feel that urgency to like just go full in,
Yeah.
and when they do, you always see the results of it, it's the great stories behind it, but then you still have some that's like okay, I'm just going to tippy toe, I'm going to do this, but then it's like when you do that what opportunities are you missing that's in
Mhm.
that space? So, you really have to be at a place within yourself to say, look, you know what? Let me just go ahead and just do this thing and keep going. I did the same thing with my business because the pandemic affected my business.
Yeah.
And so I did a little pivot. I'm still doing what I'm doing now in my business, I'm doing it again.
Yeah.
But I did like a personal brand. I launched a personal brand.
Okay.
And for me, that was me jumping over that hurdle of fear because I didn't care about being seen.
Yeah.
And when I did that, it's like bam, like everything just opened up. And I'm still pinching myself to this day, to be like, wow, Sasha, you really doing these things. Like, okay,
Mhm.
so I really understand where you're coming from when you have to, just get out of that place of fear and you really have to go forward. And anybody that's watching, if you're watching and you're listening to it, I want you to chime in. Because that's a real thing. People, fear is one of the biggest things along with some other factors, procrastination and everything else. But fear is that thing is going to grip you. It's going to make you paralyzed from even going forward in your purpose and whatever destiny has for you. In your heart, there's something great for you to do. And when you don't do it, you're just sitting there, just letting all of those gems and those pearls or whatever it is, just, be delayed or go to the wayside, or, you find yourself not doing it at all. So, Erica, that's a really good example of you just really just saying, hey, I'm going to just put in I'm just leaving that. You
I'm
forget the 2 weeks
that's
notice. You're
right.
like, look, I'm just gone.
It was so crazy. This I'm gonna tell you how it really happened. And this is the crazy thing. I remember when I it's just funny when I look back at it. All right, so the plan was I said I'm gonna go back to Walmart and I'm gonna work my regular because I'm working full time, and I said I'm gonna just run the shop part time, right? In my mind it was gonna work. It was just gonna work. So I said okay. I said I'm gonna just go ahead and do that. So the shop opened June 24th of 2020. That's when I opened it. That was the first day we actually opened for business. So I already had the date. I had everything planned right. So I'm gonna tell you how this came. Mind you, for a week. I was having dreams like of me working in the shop, like I won't at Walmart nothing. And I remember my mama had a talk with her client, and my mom was like telling her client like how proud she was of me, and Erica doing her thing, she's stepping out on faith, da da da. So then she was like, she goes and said, she was like, oh yeah, well, they was asking about Walmart. She said, well, Erica, I think Erica said she gonna work Walmart full time and she gonna do the shop part time for at least 6 months, and then she said then that's when she gonna try to leave Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
So then my mama turns and she says, "Didn't you say that, Erica? You was gonna go?" Da, da, da. She repeated, and literally it rolled off my tongue. Not a thought came across my head, and I said I ain't going back. Didn't even know what I said. They ain't realize. And she said it again. I said, I ain't going back. And I mean, just said it, just it flew. So
Yeah.
she was like, you ain't going back. I said, mm-mm. She said, well, my mom that own, shops and stuff. She said, well, I'm gonna tell you like this. She said, then if you ain't going back, she said, then that means you got to be prepared. Like you ready. Like this is it. Like you got to figure, because at this point you full blown running this business. Ain't no if ands or buts. There's no backup that you got Walmart to back. Like you are the backup. Besides God, you're the backup.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, but it just rolls so.
Yeah. All right. So yeah. So while Erica's coming back, you here? Okay. Perfect.
But yeah, it just literally rolls so freely. So when I did it, it was like after that, it was I just started to promote and I started to market and I started to advertisement. I was like, and I was just, and honestly, and I'm gonna say this, and I just feel like I have to say this because as fun as I am, as much I am a firm believer. I don't know who believe in what. God is my provider, and that I don't care what nobody say, because my business literally was open in the middle of a pandemic. I literally opened the week phase 3. We were on phase 3, which was, first of all, mind-boggling. So in my mind was like, if I can make it through this, I know I can make it through anything, because God is literally showing me it's not about what's going on in the world. You need to trust me. You need to trust the process. You need to trust that I got you. It can have it can be 1,000 things going on in the background. It can be 1,000 things going on in this world. Whatever's going on, if you trust me, I'm gonna see you through the end. Don't worry about man. Don't worry about this world. You can't worry about that. You have to worry about, I'm your provider, and I'm gonna make it happen for you. So when people ask me about my business, I honestly tell people, I'm like, y'all, this is not my business. This is God's business. Because this right here is made from God, and that's it. There's no.
And you see the results from it, and it's just like, and you're still, experiencing the fruits of everything. You're still in business, everything's still going good, and you're growing, and and that's a phenomenal story, because in the pandemic, there were a lot of people that started business, especially online. There was a lot of online businesses started, but there were so many businesses that closed down. And I remember reading something. It was like Wall Street Journal did a survey, and during that time in 2020, it was like over 200,000 businesses was shut down during that process. So for you to have this success story, I mean, your story is still being written. I know.
This is the beginning. We're still in chapter 1. That's
right. So we're success factor chapter 1. Yes. And it's just, it's a good testament to show that when you follow your heart, you follow that purpose, you follow, even like for yourself, it's like I'm following God's lead, and all you do is see just the favor and just everything just being poured out, and you're being in the right place at the right time, everything that you have done, even down to the finding the building, and it's like all these things is always right there when you're really walking into that destiny moment or that purpose. And everybody always talk about purpose, but when you really start acting in it and acting out that plan that you have as well, because you got plan and you got purpose. So when they two come together, that's just boom, and it brings out all those good results. And so yes, I just love it. I think somebody, let me see, somebody did congratulations. That's right. Do it for yourself, because others won't jump for you. So yeah, said congratulations to you. And that's awesome. That's awesome. So now I know that you have the business, you're doing the sugar waxing. And so I know you mentioned about the sugar waxing being a little bit more healthier than the hard wax. So what is the difference between the two, if people are curious about it themselves?
So hard wax is chemical based. And like most people, you put certain chemicals on your body, certain things on your body, you can have a reaction. Not everybody, but yes, you can. And then I also tell people, like I said, when we talking about the long term, sometimes you gotta think long term, because in your mind it's like, well, I ain't got no issues, I ain't had no breakouts. But 5-10 years down the line, when you keep it, because you gotta think anything we put on our skin, it absorbs into our skin, so it becomes our skin. So because it's like that, then you still gotta watch the things might not happen then, but you gotta think our hormones change. Our hormones change every day, like every day. So you might be fine year 1, and then you be like, dang, what's happened to me? That ain't no different than people that, I mean, and I'm not joking nobody, but I'm saying women, as we go through pregnancies, we go through hormonal changes. Our cycles don't even want to be halfway right half the time. We sometimes we about bipolar, because we mad one day, then sad, then that we don't even know what we want to do. And let's start on the hot flashes. That's a whole different ball game. Because I swear I'm 30 and I'm starting to get them, and I don't want.
It's already.
Girl, I'm just over it. Just take them back, because I'm tired of sweating. I'm tired. So I'm like, okay. But with the sugaring, it's basically like it's more healthy. So I actually use a sugaring paste to like mold. And basically it's still like removing the hair, like, but it's more of a flick of a wrist versus than just laying the wax and then it just getting ripped off. And it
Oh,
hard wax has to be applied hot versus sugaring is the wax only has to be like lukewarm, more warm than it is hot. So it helps to not like burn the skin versus hard wax or soft wax. You kind of got to watch it because if you have the wrong temperature, you can burn a person's skin. And unfortunately, it has people that has been to the hospital because the wax was too hot. So some people have had like, certain degree burns and stuff like that. So you really, yeah, it's unfortunate. These are the things that they don't talk about, but I'm going to tell y'all. So, but I mean, this is the reality. Like, so you just kind of got to watch it. I will say with the sugaring, after usually like the first wax, your hair automatically thins out. So when it thins out, it's finer and thinner, which is that's what you want. So the more you constantly keep coming, which is usually every 4 to 6 weeks, and you stay up on your appointment, which some people act like they don't know how to stay up on their appointments, but I'm gonna leave that alone. Uh, but when you stay up on your hair just continues to keep thinning out. It also helps lessens your ingrowns as well. But I do tell people it's a personal preference. I have had people that had the sugar wax and they don't like it, and that's just what it is. It's more of the molding. I know that's what it is because the more hair you got, the thicker your hair you got, the more that hair is pulling and it's uncomfortable. A lot of people, they don't come on their appointment times, so that's part of the reason too. um and I will say though, 90% of my clients that has had both done, they like sugaring better. It's either they like the results better, the pain tolerance. I will say everything is a pain tolerance, so everything is going to be dependent on your pain tolerance.
okay.
But it's more so it's just better. Like, I can't even sugar, and I will say, if y'all want to know or y'all curious, I was getting hard wax a year and a half straight consistently before I got into sugar waxing. What made me get a sugar wax was I was like, well, how am I gonna tell my clients about this? And I ain't never had it. And I wanted to compare it. Granted, I didn't have no issues with hard wax. What made me switch completely over literally was the results. And my hair thinned out more. I was like, oh yeah, I'm sticking with this. And it helps with exfoliation. So it can help lighten your skin up. And you get that baby smooth. Like, girl, I'm telling you, you just walk out the door like you got plans that night. If you ain't had plans that night, since you got plans that night, I bet you're gonna be.
You got things for
Look, I'm telling you, the phone. What you doing? You ain't got plans later because I'm gonna need you to come over. Yeah, it's one of those. It's one of those.
You know, I think a part of your calling is in comedy too, because I tell you, you are a light. Oh my gosh, I love it.
I'm just saying.
I love it.
I'm still not convinced when people be like, girl, I just shaved. I'm like, why is you doing it to them people? You was making them people upset. Because if I was your significant other, we're going to have a sit-down powwow. Like a real sit-down. Babe, we're going to have to talk about you getting planned. Because this just not it. And I feel like if your significant other ain't telling you to take care of yourself the way you're supposed to, you need to get rid of them. Because that means they don't even care about their own personal hygiene. And you don't even want him or her, whatever, because then that's a whole nother problem. Then both y'all got messed up hygiene or messed up personal issues. The whole couple just messed up at this point.
And you don't want it to get that far out at all.
No.
So I know that so all this experience that you have is wonderful experience. And I did see that you're launching an ebook, or you already launched it. So tell us about your ebook.
Yeah, so the ebook launched this past Tuesday, November 1st. Right now the ebook is free, y'all. The ebook is free till next week, so go get y'all a free copy. So basically it's talked about how to start a sugar wax business. So basically I'm explaining basically in details like what is sugar waxing, what is the benefits of it. Because I have people that ask me all the time, like, what is it, different things like that. But outside of that, it's basically also explaining like how to get your storefront. A lot of people want storefronts or business. Even if you don't have a storefront, you get a suite or something. You want to have the proper paperwork. You want to have the proper background behind you. I feel like a lot of people just give fluff. Like they give fluff, and then these people looking retarded and stupid, and like, girl, I had this right, girl. No, you didn't. All your stuff just all jacked up, like. And I've been there, and I understand because I've been there. Because I'm telling you, when I be thinking I done did something, girl, somebody came behind me, and they be like, "Girl, no, this ain't it. It's just not it." So I want to give the blueprint on basically like how the paperwork you really need to at least start. Basically the foundation, the main simple stuff that you need to basically start your storefront, start your sugar wax, even down to like in the book it talks about like the equipment and furniture you need for your, for the storefront, like processing systems, like basically making yourself actually look professional, and not because if y'all use Cash App for these businesses one more time, let it go. Just Lord, just let it go. It just there's no way. It's done.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's done.
because you definitely gotta have it professional all the way through, and Cash App is cool, is quick and easy, but you gotta graduate from that level and level up, definitely gotta do that. And but yeah, so and then you have a master class as well.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So,
let's give people the info on that.
so the master class, I think I was excited about the ebook, but I'm like excited. So the master class, I'm basically it's basically piggybacks off of the ebook, but it's more so you're gonna get more like I'm about to go over price points, like where you need to price your like actual waxing at, basically profit margins, going over the actual, because it's actually other paperwork that you need to actually have outside of your because we're gonna talk about like LLC, sole proprietorship, partnerships, corporations, S corp, C corp, the difference. Even we'll get into how basically you can take certain things like that and you can start building your business credit. You can build, like, we gonna get into like how you can take your business to another level instead of it just being a business and you making money, like something that can make money for you. Even building teams, because I'm in the process of building team for my business. So if you want to build team, if you want to just do it by yourself, like what's the best route, like what's your goals? It's gonna be like Q&As and stuff. Basically telling my story, how I got here. Well, like the trials and stuff, things to avoid, so you don't got to go through it either.
Right.
So it's basically like it's going to be more in depth. Like, so if you like, okay, well, I like the ebook, but what's going to be even more like, we basically going to go over, I'm going to answer like any like have a Q&A at the end. If you got any questions, kind of walk you through it. And it's not just for that wants to have a sugar wax business. If you want to have a hard wax business and you need the foundation, if you want to do a hair salon, like I done did hair, I did make it, like I'm basically giving you the actual blueprint walkthrough of this is where you get, even down to I'm giving vendors like this is who I use, this is where you need to go to get your stuff. These try some of these places if you want to get your furniture, because I got my furniture for my shop, but I found it on a discount. So
So they definitely got to come to this class. So they want to learn about how to get a discount on the furniture and just setting everything up properly. They got to come. So when is the class?
The class is November 28th, but the tickets will be on sale this coming Tuesday. So tickets on sale this coming Tuesday. I might be doing a little discount for this first class, so y'all might tune in. But yeah, so the tickets was gonna drop then, and the class is gonna be at 7 p.m. November 28th. So that is the Monday after y'all that stuff y'all little faces on Thanksgiving. Y'all gonna be nice, fat, and plump, which is perfectly fine because that's all we eat Thanksgiving. And then it's time to learn and get to this money, because 2023 is around the corner, and I don't know about nobody else, but I ain't trying to get to one bag. I'm trying to get to all the bags, and that's what it is.
No, that's right. That is what it is. I think we're all gonna get there.
That
Yes.
part.
All right. So now with the masterclass and the ebook, can they get it off of your website?
Yes, you can just go right, just hit learn. When you click my link in my bio, which is the Snatching Bodies Beauty Bar IG, or my other IG, which is the personal, is _Glow Queen Sugarista. Just click the link in the bio and then hit Learning Academy, and both of them are actually already up there. It's just you can't purchase the tickets yet for the masterclass. So
okay, perfect. And I have all your information here too, you guys. So this has been Erica Jefferson has really brought the realness to this conversation tonight. I enjoyed every last bit of it. It has been phenomenal. Thank you so much. And definitely, you guys, especially who, you know what? I forgot to ask you. Do you make your own natural products? I know you have the natural care products as well in your shop.
Ooh, child, y'all ain't ready for these products, okay? Because first of all, because I get excited about my products because it took a year to
Uh-huh.
create the formula for these products. So
Okay,
it,
okay.
it ain't take me out, but it came close to it. So, but yeah, so all my products are all natural organic. I have sugar scrubs. My sugar scrubs actually, when you put them on your skin, when you actually I'm trying to, how do I put it? I ain't gonna say moisturize. Basically, when you put it on, it actually melts into soap.
Okay.
So it's definitely different than your typical sugar scrub, but then your skin feels hydrated when you actually get out the shower. So you know, a lot of sugar scrubs they strip, which y'all need to stop using them sugar scrubs that strip y'all skin all the time. You wonder why you dry as I don't know what, but I'm gonna leave that alone. Um, but yeah, mine actually hydrates, so it adds the actual oils that you need in your skin back in, but it strips still, but it's good for that.
Mm-hmm.
As well as I have body butter. um I made my body butter more like a thick whip base.
Mm-hmm.
um I feel like the regular whip is okay, the real loose one, but you just go through it too quick. I'm very big on, if you're gonna spend the money, I want it to last too, and you want it to spread good. I am a firm believer on a little goes a long way, so that's how I basically went off my products.
Mm-hmm.
I also have a body oil, which my body oil and body butter, of course, the only difference is one's an oil base, so it's a little looser, and one, of course, is a little thicker.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, is coming up on the holidays. Most people go for the butters. The oils is more summer, spring, summer. Um, but my oils and my body butters actually seep into your skin and penetrate. Versus, I tell a lot of people, you ever bought oil and body butters or anything, and that it just sit on the skin, and then you ash you within two hours, and then you be wondering, why am I ashy? I just put all that stuff on
Right.
because it didn't penetrate in your skin. It just sat on the surface. So when it just sits on the surface, it's not doing nothing. It's not moisturizing you. It, it ain't penetrating your skin. And baby, your skin then got drier than what it was before you even put it on. So really, you ain't do nothing.
Right.
You didn't do anything. So I made it so it's like it actually penetrates and it actually lasts all day. Most people, well, of course I use my products, but most of my clients say too, like they love it because my products, they can put it on in the morning and they're literally not ashy all day. Like they're like, I don't even have to worry about nothing. Um, so I have that. I also have a healing balm. I know a lot of people do like ingrown serums or oils and stuff. So I have a healing balm, and mine actually gives you like a little tingling sensation, but I use it for my clients as their moisturizer. So it's specifically made for the intimate area. So you can put it either in your intimate area or like your underarms and stuff. I've actually also used it for if I have like pains and aches and stuff like that, because of what's in it. The tingling sensation kind of helps break that down. Um,
Okay.
it's actually helped with, when you learn new stuff about your own products, but it's actually helped with sunburn. I had sunburn at the beginning of this year. I think within, I put it on 2 days, sunburn gone like that. um,
Wow.
I had a client that she went to the Bahamas and her legs was chafing, like when your thighs rubbing together, and she
Right.
said this was bad to the point she started to have welts, and she
Oh,
ended up having the healing balm with her. And what she did was, she's like, I put the healing balm. I said, well, did that? She said, yeah. She said it literally was gone the next day. So it's basically what it's called is what it does.
yeah, that's
So yeah,
wonderful.
yep.
That's
So
perfect.
yeah.
So they could get, I mean, you guys, you gotta have to make an appointment. You're gonna have to go to the shop. You're gonna have to get these natural care products and everything, because you're getting the reviews and you're showing that it works, and it's just gonna be the next big thing. So even going into 2023 and beyond, I can see you doing so much more, even with your products. So yeah,
Oh,
franchise and everything.
the products are actually they're about to go through I'm literally about to do a whole relaunch and a revamp on the products.
Hmm.
Um, I'm excited about that because, like, your creative juices be flowing. So it's like I actually just sat down and had a meeting with somebody about the rebrand. So I'm like beyond like ready for it, because I know my products aren't like anybody else's that's out here. And
Hmm.
I'm not saying that just because it's mine, like it's true, because I've tested a lot of people's anyway. And not saying that they were bad, but I'm just that girl. So
You gotta love her, you guys. You gotta love her. So look, y'all need to make sure y'all go up in the shop. You go ahead and get what you gotta get, make the appointment, sit down and just have a good conversation and get some laughs and everything. Yeah, so y'all can just reach out to Erica. Her website is right here. Her IG's up here as well. And then for those who are listening, then it's going to be on the details of the show as well. So I just want to thank you so much. Before we go, I'm going to go ahead and play this ad one more time.
okay. Hey y'all. Hello, my name is Erica Jefferson, and I am the owner of Snatching Bodies Beauti Bar, located here in Hampton, Virginia, where we offer facials, vajacials, sugar waxing, hard wax, and intimate bleaching, and much more. We also offer all natural and organic body care products, as well as always accepting new clients. Come check us out. The holidays are approaching, and we hope to see you soon.
And before we go, tell everybody about the 15% offer that you have.
Okay, so basically for all new clients, if you've never been here, you never went to me, basically it is 15% off. So all you have to do is book your appointment, and when you book it, just pay the deposit. I will take the 15% of your remaining balance of the whole balance. But that also is not just for sugar waxing. Also, if y'all don't know, I do have a licensed esthetician in here as well. And if you don't want to get snatched or you don't like to be in pain, because I understand, we do. She actually does. Her name is Taisha, so you will book with Taisha. She does do facials, nice relaxing facials. They actually come with massages around, the neckline area and stuff like that. She does dermaplaning facials, microdermabrasion, getting the peach fuzz and stuff off of your skin so you have nice, bright, glowing skin. She does use dermalogical products, which are definitely top of the line products. We use top of the line over here. But she does that. And then if you don't want to get sugaring, Taisha also does, she does do hard wax. She does do the vajacials. And if you don't even want that, you want kind of something like nice and relaxing, we also offer back and butt facials as well as vajacials, which those are like real relaxing. It's basically like a facial in just a different area. So, yep. So if you don't want that, the 15% off is basically for all those services. As long as you're a new client, then you can get 15% off. And that's good all the way to the end of the year.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much, Erica, for being here with us tonight. Everybody, I hope you enjoyed the show, and give everybody like just one word of encouragement if they want to get out here and start a business.
A word or a sentence?
Just a sentence.
Trust God and don't let fear stand in your way.
All right. Well, you guys, you heard it from Erica, and make sure you do that. Trust God. Don't let fear get in your way. And on that note, thank you so much for being here with us. Continue to like, follow, and share all of our platforms. Make sure you go follow Erica, and I will see you next Thursday with another guest. And I thank y'all for being here, and good night. And remember,
having me.
Everything. Go ahead.
Thank you for having me.
You're so welcome. Thank you so much for being here. And everybody, remember that whatever you do, be great and shine brightly. Good night.
Good night. Thank you.